Good morning, everyone. Mike Fiebernitz, Remax Southern Shores, coming to you for another Fiebernitz Friday, where we throw Casual Friday out the window, still ending the week on a high note, wearing the suit, the tie, and the customary pocket square. Let's go get that right. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the numbers for this week's market mashup, and then hot topic for this week. So real quick, for all you condo owners out there, up 0.1% this past week, up for the year 0.7% this year compared to last year's average sales price. Residential market, housing market, up 0.1% this past week, brings you up for the year 0.8% this year compared to last year's average sales price. Land market, rough week. You are down 1.2% this past week, brings you down for the year 1.8%. I'm sorry, 1.5% this year compared to last year's average sales price. So let's go ahead and transition to this week's topic, and it is the current inflation data that just came out and real estate. So the recent inflation data came out higher than expected, and rate drops are being pushed back further this year. I know if you remember, we were expecting, multiple rate drops, and this was going to be the year to sell. Buyers are going to enter back into the market. And now it's just one thing after another seems to be happening on getting those rate drops. So here are three factors you need to know with this new data when it comes to the inflation that just came out. Number one, the time frame for these rate drops. So we all expected the rates to drop multiple times this year, but they keep getting pushed back. If you remember, it was like first quarter, then it was early spring, now it's May. Now with the inflation, with the new inflation data that just came out, financial markets have pushed back the rate drops from May to now, June, or even July. So right now we're sitting in the mid-February. Now they're talking about mid-summer is when we'll get these rate drops. The real estate market will continue to be stagnant until then. And that leads me into the second factor, and that is buyers will wait. Buyers are in no rush to basically jump into the real estate market and buy until these rates drop. The question is, why would a buyer buy now when they can buy later for a lower interest rate and lesser money? It'll cost them lesser money. So they'll just wait it out because everyone's saying rates are going to drop. Well, if the rates are going to drop, buyers are going to wait. Number three, the third factor is the strategy change. So basically with the uncertainty on when the rates will drop, if they will drop, and drop to what number, sellers are now changing their selling strategy and jumping on the market for sale. A lot of sellers basically decided, look, we keep on getting dragged along, and now we don't know when the rates were going to drop, if they'll drop, because they keep on getting pushed back. So a lot of sellers are changing their strategy, jumping on the market for sale, which brings me to the reason they're doing that is waiting is beginning to look like it's not worth the gamble. So here's what I have to say. We all know, as real estate professionals, we know what the market is right now. We know the value of your property. We know how we're going to be able to get your property sold. And we don't know when the rates are going to drop because we were told they're going to drop already and then continue to drop more and more. That's not the case. Things keep on getting in the way and changing. So we know what the market is now. We won't know what the market is going to do down the road when the rates drop. When the rates drop, we don't know how long they're going to stay at that level. And if it's for a short period of time, that means there's going to be a small percentage of sellers that are going to be able to capitalize on the rate drops when they go to sell. So that's why a lot of sellers are realizing waiting is not worth the gamble. Folks, that's all I got this week. If you got any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to reach out to me and ask. Love to help you out. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think on the inflation data that just came out and the interest rates. If you got any questions, reach out to me. Also, hit the share button. I know you know someone looking to buy or sell. Love to help you out either here or there. And folks, have a wonderful weekend. See you guys next Friday for next Friday's Fiebernitz Friday. Have a good one.